or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs, they just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton here from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And it'll be Dalton again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Dalton's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Dalton off play action. Going deep downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 13-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Value three.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 31, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. And Dalton to throw. Going deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Cut. 180.
From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Finding Green complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 31, Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is taken at about the 14. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. That's complete to the tight end Sample. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Andy Dalton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action now, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Again, it's Henderson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Darqueze Dennard there to make the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Right there, 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go. Do it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another carry now for Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Spawn. No. Watch the safety creep. Value 3.
Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the run, it's Mixon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Dalton sets up play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 89 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. There's Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Watch twins.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 50.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Now it's gone. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Dalton wants to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A lot of of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Rams, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.